Hey guys, just wanted to share with you just some thoughts on annual planning and forecasting and basically looking at your business for the upcoming year. Just had a mastermind group on this, and for the past couple of days, got to hear offices that are pretty big sharing their thoughts, their insights on where their companies are going, how they're hoping to execute, and just some of those plans. So I just want to share a little bit of that with you. It's really interesting in business where we get in, and typically as owners or somebody on the financial side is going to dig into saying, hey, this is how much we think we're going to be able to grow. This is where we're going in the next year. Because I think pretty much everybody understands that if you're not growing, you're shrinking. It's you can't stay stagnant in business. It doesn't matter what business you're in. Technology, your competition, they're nipping at your heels at all times, and you constantly have to be thinking, your SWOT, like basically your strengths, your weaknesses, areas that you can improve on, just threats. That kind of stuff is what you're, kind of thinking about as a leader. You're trying to think, 3 years out, 5 years out, to give your company the vision of where it should be going. And it's pretty interesting to hear how people are addressing this. Saw some of the most complex plans and just totally grandiose ideas. Man, I love hearing from these guys. They're big thinkers. They are basically taking the puzzle and putting all the pieces together, and they've got this business that's going to spawn off another business, and how they're going to integrate together and work together, and websites that are going to be developed. I mean, it's really cool to listen to that stuff. It's neat to see it. But I think at the end of the day, when it all, rubber meets the road, is it comes down to execution, and can you get your team to buy in and fully execute on the plan that you have. And I personally am a very firm believer in focusing on one thing and executing on that one thing. It's difficult in business. There's constant shiny object syndrome, and we want to be doing so many things. I think that's why it's so exciting, even for myself, when I see these other organizations sharing these amazing ideas. And I'm like, man, I want to do that too. But I have to remember that we can have the best ideas, the best plans in the world, but if we don't execute, none of it matters. So our annual planning is pretty simple. I mean, we just have 3 initiatives that we're working on, and it's things that will absolutely, without question, move the needle in our businesses. So we're really excited about that. From a property management standpoint, some of the things we look at is revenue per unit. Other things we're looking at is content creation for evergreen effect. And we're looking at making sure that we are delivering 5-star customer service at all points in our business. And the firm belief is that those three simple things that can be measured very easily, very effectively at all levels in the organization will move the needle dramatically in our business. And there are so many nuances that come into play with, all these different things that you could be doing and maybe should be doing, but trying to keep it simple so we can make sure that we execute, we feel is a really, really big key to success. And, we're looking forward to the year that's coming up, 2020. And I just wanted to share with everybody my thoughts on some of, the annual planning. Just bigger isn't necessarily always better. More complex isn't necessarily better than simple. There is absolutely sophistication in simple. And, one of the other things that I've just found over time is that, a lot of people in business, they try to budget out for the entire year. And so that's budget out all your expenses, budget out all your increased revenue from sales and what have you. And that's all well and good. But at the end of the day, if you've planned all that out and something goes awry and you miss your numbers, what do you do? Do you have to dig in and try to course correct? And maybe you're able to dig yourself out of a hole if you can generate enough sales. But if the business model is something in a subscription-based model where it's small dollar amounts stacking on top of each other month after month, it's very difficult to do that. So one of the things that we're looking at is, instead of forecasting out and planning out for an entire year, is so we have where we want to go for the entire year, so what we're thinking we could do, but we've broke it up into quarterly forecast. So in the event that our expenses are way over what they should be, or our sales numbers are way down, it gives us the ability at the end of 3 months to reevaluate, course correct, and set new projections for the next 3 months, so we can stay on track or get back on track. And so we're not constantly trying to be behind the 8 ball the whole entire time. So I think that's going to be very helpful for our organization this year, and looking forward to the results, and we'll keep you guys updated on that. So I hope this video is helpful for you, just thinking about planning for a new year, budgeting, maybe thinking about how many things you should really focus on. And anyway, hopefully that's giving you guys some insight into how we go about it and what we're seeing. Take care.